Guess who's back? So, huge news today. It's been announced that Reason Studios was purchased by LANDR, the AI mastering platform that also does a lot more, sort of a sample boutique, a referral place for hiring studio musicians and producers. They sell plugins, they sell samples. So we're going to talk all about what this means for you and what I think this may mean for Reason as a platform. If you're interested in learning more about Reason and starting with a mastering template that I use for every song before AI takes over mastering, I've got a link down below and you can download that free Reason mastering template today. And if you want to know where I've been, well, I'll say that at the end of the video. I've been busy. So the news just launched today that Reason Studios, which was owned by a private equity company since around 2020, 2019, something like that, has been purchased by LANDR, which runs a site that does a little bit of everything, really. To me, this is very, very good news. The private equity firm that ran Reason, to me, seemed like they were only interested in extracting value out of the company and really made it so that the DAW has not progressed or evolved in any meaningful way in the past 5 to 6 years. They've launched some pretty cool plugins, I'll give them that for sure, or rack extensions as we call them in the Reason world, but the DAW itself, that core piece of software that we could use to make music, just has not kept up with the times. So my hope is that LANDR, as part of their purchase, is kind of looking at Reason and purchasing it as a way to get a foot in the door to sell bundles. Yes, there'll probably be subscriptions, but bundles where, hey, if you sign up for an AI mastering service, you will get a free subscription to a DAW. And this DAW will be loaded with instruments. And as a result, my hope is that that means they will continue to invest and improve Reason because it's actually going to be a competitive tool they can use to sell their other products. Now, I don't like their AI mastering tool that much. It's been a few years since I used it just to mess around, but it doesn't compare to doing it by yourself and learning how to do it, for example, with that mastering template. But I think it is exciting that there is a world where all of these subscribers that are already purchasing LANDR may now get Reason added into one of their existing bundles, or maybe there's a new subscription tier, and now we're going to be getting, thousands or tens of thousands of new potential Reason users, which will hopefully be that shot in the arm that Reason needs to grow and move into the 21st century. Another thing that they have said is that they're going to keep Reason Studios in Stockholm separate from their main LANDR headquarters in Montreal, which I think is a really good sign. Hopefully they can get some good people in there, give them the tools they need to continue to grow. I do wonder, though, how these bundles are going to work. Are we going to start seeing, AI tools being bundled with Reason? I don't know. But I think I don't think it could be much worse. What we've seen with Reason 13, especially as they constantly try to get the browse feature and the search feature to work again after they broke it, is that Reason Studios, as run by private equity, just was absolutely floundering and getting worse year on year. Ryan left. Who knows how much longer Matthias will be around. So this, I'm hoping, really will be useful. They've also said that they're putting together a stewardship council of major artists and key users of Reason to try and give some guidance to the program so that maybe it will actually grow in a way that benefits users as opposed to just ignoring them. That's certainly one of the reasons I've stopped making Reason videos over the years. It's as a piece of software, it doesn't do what I need it to do musically as a DAW. I love the plugins. I use it as a VST plugin in Logic. The rack extensions are great. And they, come up with cool ones all the time. So like Ripley is going on my tracks, for example, quite a bit, but Scream is and Audiomatic are still on there too. So I am hopeful that this is a good sign. just a little bit of where I've been over the past couple of years. I've just been busy. Have had a lot of work to do. Moved a couple times. I'll be moving a little bit more next month. Been just making music instead of talking about making music. Getting placements on cool shows, I guess, like MILF Manor, Real Housewives of this, Real Housewives of that, Christina on the Coast, 90 Day Fiance, and just having a good time, living life. But I do plan, hopefully, on having reasons, yes, a pun was intended, to make new videos soon and in the future. And also maybe just start making videos about stuff that isn't related to Reason, but just music production in general. So if you'd be interested in that, leave a comment below, and let me know what you think about this new development.